Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Hope you all had a great weekend. Ripple becoming a bank is not cosmetic at all here, guys. It's not a pivot or a shift. No, we're a store of value. No, it's not hypermarketing. Ripple becoming a bank is actually a structural need. If you grasp this point, you're going to understand what Ripple is doing long term here. Please don't be afraid to tap like, subscribe if you'd like to down below. When you understand XRP's purpose, you understand regulation shift and where all of this crypto thing is heading here. All right, so let's start from first principles. What Ripple is exactly, what most people still must understand. Ripple entirely, to this day, Ripple is not a crypto startup. Ripple is not a token issuer. Ripple is not a retail app. I've heard all kinds of things from folks. Ripple is becoming a regulated core financial firm. Now, from day one, Ripple never targeted retail. That's not what Ripple's point is. The mission was never fast, Venmo, Ripple targeting. It was to go after Nostra Vostra accounts, ODL. This was their plan from the beginning, guys. Welcome in. Art, welcome in, buddy. Trapped capital, delayed FX. This is what we're going for, guys. This financial plumbing work is not surface apps. It's plumbing. This is the core. Right? You cannot run interbank rails without banking privileges being regulated. Okay, so why a bank? Why are they doing this? Why? Large banks are legally restricted. They can't settle through non-banks. They need banks, guys. Good morning. What's up? Here this morning on Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with the Taker. No, guys. They must, in order to be a bank or federal trust, okay, first of all, banks aren't messing with you because it introduces counterparty risk, all kinds of stuff. They can't deal with you. You got to be a bank in order to deal with correspondent banking. You got to be a bank yourself. This is one of the main reasons why they're doing that. This ODL is widely misunderstood, first of all. ODL is not XRP is fast. ODL is intraday FX liquidity. It requires holding liquidity, pre-funding, managing FX risk, absorbing timing, guaranteeing final settlement. There's a lot involved with this. These are bank balance sheet functions, guys. Only banks can do this globally. You need to be a bank. Ripple becoming a bank enables direct FX flow, balance-backed liquidity, guaranteed final settlement. Without bank status, ODL cannot scale. Need to be a bank in order to really do this thing. Stablecoins, this is where things sharpen. Okay, stablecoins are not crypto playthings or something, right? They're money market products. They require cash custody, treasury custody, redemption guarantees, regulatory oversight. Only banks and trust banks can issue at scale, hold reserves, interface with treasuries, and so forth. Okay, RLUSD is built to be this settlement asset liquidity layer, tokenized dollar. It can exist without a charter, but now we know what happens. This prime role here. Look at Ripple. Look at what they're doing now. Hidden Road. Look at that. Treasury exposure, institutional custody, stablecoin launch, ETF relationships now. Yeah. This is prime broker behavior by Ripple. Prime brokers are banks. Ripple is positioning as a digital asset prime bank for the next financial system. We're simply waiting for the OCC to give the approval. We know that. Ripple, okay, let's get to some comments. Ririnik, what's up? Good morning. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Give me 1 sec here. I'm not going to hit my B right. Thank you. I had to blow my nose. I didn't want to be rude in the camera. Guys, we know that Swift is not a bank, but Swift, of course, controls banks for all intents and purposes. Ripple wants to become Swift Rail. Basically, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if that's necessarily I want to be accurate with what I'm saying. I mean, the banks, of course, need Swift. Swift needs the banks. Okay. It requires trust, bank capital, bank compliance. XRP, of course, is the neutral bridge in this whole thing. XRP's role in this whole thing is banks can't use volatile assets, right? Ripple as a bank enables controlled XRP liquidity, institutional market making, off exchange sourcing, balance sheet hedging, and XRP becomes utility, not speculation. And that's one of the ways XRP scales. Now, price effect, we'll have to see. I mean, it removes institutional excuses, and then we know what's happening with the ETF and the whole dark pool OTC thing. Tokenized assets flow on XRPL coming up here shortly. Demand becomes very powerful. We get a major liquidity shock. And the final truth on this, Ripple is becoming a bank because you cannot rebuild global settlement from outside the banking system. You have to be in the regulated core infrastructure. You have to be one of them. XRP is the bridge, and Ripple is not joining the rebuilding here. Right. The final step before Ripple becomes a bank is very clear, of course. We know it's called satisfaction of pre-opening conditions and issuance of final charter authority. It's a long statement, I know. It means that the OCC has already said yes in principle. Now Ripple must prove its readiness. Capital must be fully funded. The whole thing, risk compliance and audit terms, AML, KYC systems tested, custody and settlement, systems approved, and the OCC then performs a pre-opening examination. And if everything matches the approved plan, the OCC issues final authority to commence business. That moment is critical, of course, because that's when Ripple legally becomes a national trust bank. No more conditional, no more no more pending. Fully regulated, fully operational now. This is the last step. It's coming up very shortly, guys. Ripple is going to be a national chartered bank. Coming up very shortly here. We're going to have more details to come on this. Let's go ahead and we'll continue to cover this whole thing. I mean, obviously. Here, let's get this pulled back up. Whoops. And let's go ahead and share the screen this morning and pull up the cryptocurrency market at $3.06 trillion this morning, 21 for a fear and greed index. Bitcoin, 89,005, 3,135 for an Ethereum. XRP, $1.97. Some of the others we have eyes on. Oh, by the way, we know that we're now going to see, so XRP is going to be wrapped, going to be on Solana now, then I think Ethereum as well. So we've got some happenings as of a couple of days ago or so. What's the name of this chain? Somebody help me in the comments who's doing this. Where XRP's wrapped now. Somebody help me in the comments. Oh, boy. Anyway. Lots of activity happening with XRP and the XRPL and Ripple. Momentum only continuing, moving forward here. Got a bunch of ICP the other day. Should have waited, huh? Oh, boy. Still good buy times for ICP. I am not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything is what I say or do on the channel. That would be silly because you could lose everything in crypto. Don't do anything because what I say or do on the channel. VeChain, 1 cent. Flare coming in at 1 cent as well. Similar price on those two. Render, $1.50 for a render. Let's see. We just passed over a Kershaw puppy. Quant, $77 for a quant. Are you joking me? These are real prices for quant. Somewhere around $300-$400. It's at $77 and higher, of course. It's at $77. Guys, don't get caught this time around on your cryptocurrency cash out. being a fail on you, please be careful. Make sure that you're not tied up on an exchange that doesn't allow you to get on when the going is good. This next bull run, as it's cranking up, be very careful. This is simply my opinion. Crypto is very cautious, is very risky. You must be very cautious. And the next bull run, I would think you want to be able to get an exchange onto a platform that's not crashed. This is not an exchange. This is actually a crypto brokerage, which keeps your funds backed 1-to-1. It's 24/7. They operate. They now operate as well in the U.S. besides just Australia. They keep your crypto custodied with 1-to-1 backed institutional grade crypto custody with Fireblocks custody. You can cash out or purchase as much as you want in a pop. You've got to do at least $500 worth, though, purchase $500 worth to set an account up. And you, of course, pay 3.5% for a buy-sell swap. Any buy-sell swap, that's what it costs, flat rate. If you give them a call, the number's at the very bottom here. Tell them that the tanker sent you over. That's the international number. Let's get over to Fiat Leak and see that almost 400,000 XRP is trading in the past minute. About 400,000 or so trading in the past minute. Would you look at this stream of XRP moving right here for these ETFs? 500,000 in the past minute, and it keeps jumping, as you can see here. Would you just look at this stream? Look at the steady streams of XRP flying. Wow. To all those regions, by the way, of the planet, all those financial regions here, we see them all lit up trading XRP. Wow. Look at that. My goodness gracious me. Did you ever think, where the heck is this XRP going? Canada? Wait, what? You got XRP going to Canada now. All over the place. MENA region, China, Pacific Rim, Australia, all over the place. Canada, South America, Africa itself. Oh my gracious me. All over Europe. Look at all of this movement. Look at all the XRP. Look at the U.S. Look at all this XRP trading in the past minute. Over, for a good majority, I would say the average is over 500,000, 500,000 XRP traded in a minute. And that continues to happen. We're about to see the most massive price explosion in XRP that the world has ever seen. You guys are about to experience an explosion in the crypto. Here's what's let me get back to the share screen, because this is what most folks don't see. And if you're paying attention on the channel, you'll hear us call it out once again very early on. Crypto's ready to go ape crap. What? He's just saying it again. He wants to hype. He's trying to hype his channel again. He's just turned his volume up higher. I know what this guy's about. He's trying to crypto hype. No, he's not. He's telling you the truth. We're about to shoot to the frickin' moon. Watch this. Look at it. Look at this. Watch this. Look at this. Watch this. Look at the market. Watch this. Look at this. Check this out. Come on. What are you joking? Look at it. Come back to 2022 and realize the truth that just after this point, we saw this FTX crash. And during all this time, for those who were wise and bought crypto, we see it go up here 2024. All right. Then we see Trump pump here. Look at the dip. We come back up here. We dip back down. We ain't going nowhere but up. Please wake up and smell whatever it is you need to drink, coffee or whatever. Here we are at this inflection point. We're on our way back up. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Thank you, beautiful wife. Yeah, we're at an inflection. We're ready to go back up. Anybody who can't see that ain't reading no charts. All you got to do is back up on them charts. It's not even a read. It's essentially just a feel, an immediate sense. Looking at that chart, coming back. It's not even the all. It's only coming back to 2022. Take a peek at back to 2022 to July. Watch the crank up through August and then the letdown all the way through here. And then all of a sudden, that funny little guy with the backpack who wants to eat all the vegetables and be a big fat boy. You know that guy's sneaking meat. Look at this. Come on. See? And then it's got to trade sideways for all this time for him. See, crypto was nothing. That guy, see, he went to jail, that guy with the backpack. And all of a sudden, it goes up, trades sideways. See, and went up for a little while. Went down, went up a little, and traded sideways for a while. See, it was nothing. And all of a sudden, it cranks up again. Guys, this chart doesn't stop. As long as the asset class doesn't go away, there'll always be a fundamental or a piece of news to go ahead and support this chart movement. Do you get it yet? It's all a game. It's all a game. It's all a game. Don't you see? Running on real human emotion and purchases. That's just the retail side of it. What is that really doing? Market movement. This movement is showing how and what has been done to the longs and the shorters of the market by, I'll just call them the powers that be. The largest that run this market. These are their moves shaking everybody out of their positions. That's all this represents. Sending it ever up and ever higher all the while they're doing that. Yes, tinfoil hat on in full effect. Don't worry. Tinfoil hat's on. Don't worry. You show me any of these moves and I will show you all the points where they simply liquidated longs. They just shook out. They shook out either longs or shorts. They took you out of your positions here in all these spots. That's all these represent. And then I'll show you, we can all show each other a piece of fundamentals and news that coincides with that move. Drops the mic. If you pay attention, you're backed up. Real hard to say stuff like this, but I'll say it. If you got a bigger than average IQ and you step back, you see this kind of stuff. You realize it's actually not a tinfoil hat. It's actually a pattern that happens over and over again if we see. I know you guys on the channel are seeing this. This is what you are seeing. You would tell me the same thing, the followers on the channel. Sorry, I didn't share my screen. Every one of these moves, sorry guys, every one of these moves, here's big boy with the backpack who wants to eat a lot of vegetables and get all fat, saying he's not eating any meat. I don't believe it. He's sneaking meat. Sneaking meat during this time, going to jail. Right around here-ish, but there's backpack boy. Now you go all the way, took everybody's money. Not cool. That's why I'm making fun of him. I feel like that's the least I could do is make fun of the guy for everybody. Then crypto go trade sideways for a while. Boom, trading sideways, goes up, down, this, that, the other. Trade sideways, makes a move, makes dramatic moves. Makes dramatic, then other moves. It makes dramatic other moves too. Oh boy, look at that drop off the cliff. Look at that. Any of these moves, guys, I will show you a fundamental in the news that coincides with any one of these phi ratio based moves, right? That everybody would say retail and the market trades on phi ratio. Well, yeah, retail does. Market makers are large whales that are moving the market. What do you think? These are all their moves. This is go back on the chart and go back to any point and watch all the liquidations that happened with all these monster moves. Either way, longs or shorts. So show me any one of these moves here in the market and what the chart printed over this period of time. And all it is we can then match up an event, a real world event, a fundamental that took place to support it. Right. It's all a game. You don't need it to. In fact, if you don't see that it's all a game, you kind of are the one that actually is stuck having the tinfoil hat on because you're the wacky one. What's actually thought to be wacky is actually the truth with this whole thing. There literally are Oz's behind the curtain pulling levers and controlling and manipulating this whole thing. Anybody's been doing it for a little while knows the truth of that. It's actually not a tinfoil hat thing. So I'll show me any one of these moves, and I'll show FTX big boy veggie eater right here. Yeah, right. Sneaking pies and meat, right? There's no way you're that big. Right over in here. And then the whole thing of going, all the news, that whatever happened here, show me the news for this, because there's a reason why it all went up here. Guys, this stuff is all planned and coordinated. You've been doing this for a while, you start to see the truth of it. It really is just what it is. All this stuff is planned and coordinated. If you've got the stomach to stick in, it's not financial advice. Those who have bought right early on and can hold tight, oh boy. Boy, do they get paid off, the folks who bought Amazon way back early or NVIDIA. Smack myself on the wrist. I didn't. I saw NVIDIA early and I didn't do it. I knew it. I've seen so many. This is why this time I said I'm not doing it. You know, Human Genome Sciences, all of them, a number of them. Boston Dynamics, tons of them, way back. Nah, I didn't make a move on them. No, but I watched them all go from nothing to something over some years, and I knew it. I'm like, those are future crushers. Sure enough, they were. Did I put any money on it? No. Not a financial advisor. This whole game takes a lot. Takes solid research, understanding, knowing, putting blinders on, keeping everybody out, whether you do NVIDIA, whether you do Tesla, whether someone's investing in crypto, whether they're investing in AI, doesn't matter. It requires these things. Got well-researched, got to be committed, got to have the desire, got to have blinders on. You got to not listen to people. You got to keep researching over time. Got to keep those purchases going, DCA, dollar cost averaging, keep buying every Friday at a certain time. Doesn't matter what the price is, it keeps buying. You go ahead and buy those dips when it's way down from where your average purchase price was, even if it's not. It doesn't matter. When it dips down, I would say average purchase price is great. You can't always get that, though. Okay, so if it dips below key support levels, the dollar cost average, and you buy in, you keep buying. You keep purchasing more. You keep stacking. You're stacking. You're keeping it on cold storage. You're waiting. You're researching. Each day, each week, you're researching. Make sure your CEO is not drunk in the gutter somewhere. Okay, make sure your project is proliferating, profiting. You keep researching. Oh my gosh, you're carrying on with this whole thing. You're stressed. You're getting sleepless nights. It's like, oh my gosh. Finally, it kicks in. Oh my gosh, what's going on with Amazon? You know what I mean? What's going on with Tesla? I thought Tesla was crap. What's going on with that thing? What in the heck what's NVIDIA doing? I knew it was good, but I didn't realize it was the king. What's going on with NVIDIA? Okay. Here we go. Coming soon to a theater near you with some of these cryptos. Don't forget, this all has to look like either all is lost and or trading sideways for a long time before this all shoots up. Right? Right. It has to look like a nothing burger before it shoots up to the moon. It only ever has done that ever. Okay. And we've never ended a market like this, a bull market like this, and come out of it and just stopped. This just doesn't, it could happen. We've not done this before. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me when we back up on charts. So we are still holding long enough support levels to say, hey, that's good enough to send us up to price discovery for a few of these things. During this bull run right now, hold on one sec. What do you keep trying to tell me when I'm trying to do this? You keep telling me something. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, we're at the studios talking. Talk louder, studio. We need to be able to hear you in the background, in the backdrop. Guys, let me get to comments. I'm doing a lot of yapping this morning and not a lot of comment checking from the people. Hello, Las Vegas, says Hope again, coming back in. Guys, those of you in Vegas, we're going to be hitting XRP Las Vegas, so please go ahead and join us there. That's going to be a lot of fun. Good morning, good morning. By the way, I do not hate to say it. I love to say it. How about them Broncos? Huh? What's going on with them Broncos? All right. People are saying that was a preview for the Super Bowl. Green Bay, I love Green Bay, and God bless Green Bay. They played their hearts out. They really did, actually. I really mean that, too. I like Green Bay. I won't tell you the ones that I don't like. No, I'm kidding. Hey, look at, everybody loves the color orange sometimes. Sometimes, with a little classic spearhead on there that you might find from an Indian arrowhead. Anyway, hey, look it. That could have been the preview to the Super Bowl. Let's have some fun for a minute on the channel. Drop in the comments who you guys think is going to the Super Bowl. Who knows? Denver Broncos have the best record in the NFL. Who knows if that's gonna? I think that plays out now. I don't know if anybody can beat them. Maybe this next week, if they falter, they can be dethroned the next week or two. But I don't think so. I think they've secured it. I don't want to talk out of my you-know-what. I want to stay factual. But I'm pretty sure they have secured home field advantage. They have the loudest, most controlled stadium in the NFL. Good luck. I got to believe Broncos are going to the Super Bowl. Who are they going to the Super Bowl with? Somebody talk to me. The Bears. The Bears. The Bears. Well, look at those 12 sausages really did the trick. I'm feeling a little tired up here. But the Bears. Yes, the Bears. We'll have to see, because once that fake mustache covers both lips and you can barely hear what I'm saying, I've got my Bear cheer on. Look I'm a Bear fan. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm a Broncos fan. Don't you dare say it, but I'm going to. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was a kid. What am I going to do? It's a curse. I'm a Cowboys fan since I was a kid. All right. But I'm in Bronco. When in Rome, you do like the Romans do. I love the Broncos. I love my hometown team now. Go Broncos to the Super Bowl. Probably, very likely, they're going to the Super Bowl. Let's just see what happens. Throw your comments in there. I want to see what you guys have to say. Jack says, go Broncos. So I'm saying go Broncos. Now look at Hope says the Bears. I don't know, man. Eat enough glazed donuts and pork sausages, we might find ourselves cheering for the Bears. The Bears. You never know. Okay. That's how you talk when you're from Chicago, the Bears. Anyway, I spent some time in south of Chicago for a while, and also in Indiana, and lived there, and I love my Bears because I cheered for them when I was living there for a while. What am I going to do? I got a lot of teams to love. Hi, buddy. My pit bull is looking at me like, where is my treat? You owe it to me. You gave me only one earlier this morning. I'm saying go Broncos. Guys, I'm saying go everything crypto, because we're about to see a crypto explosion that the world ain't ready for. Here's what, look at, it sounds cocky. I'm not being cocky. Here's what I know that most folks out there don't know. I don't want to say you don't know it, because a lot of folks do know. Here's what I know that a lot of yous don't know. Well, if you've been on the channel, and it's this. We're heading for a liquidity crisis crunch for XRP. You can't keep up this horse and pony show for too long. Wait, dog and pony show. A horse is a pony. Well, it's a baby pony. Anyway, you can't keep this horse and dog and horse show, or whatever you call it, on for too long. I'm sorry, I'm making myself laugh. But it's true, you can't. Come on, you know what's going on. All this stuff's ready to shoot to the moon, and you're not keeping your Bitcoin facade on for too long either. We know that's about to go. I'm sorry if you're all love a lot of Bitcoin lovers. Don't worry, we don't need Bitcoin to go to the moon for this whole thing to shoot to the moon. We can easily have our ISO 20022 real-world coin runs, including your Solaners and your Ethereums and your others. We can get this without a Bitcoin explosion. I'm sorry if you bought Bitcoin and you think Bitcoin's the next thing since sliced bread. And for all you millionaires in Bitcoin, you got enough of it. And for all you who made all your money on Bitcoin, who were regular people, God bless you too. And if you didn't have enough sense to diversify and take your money out of all of Bitcoin, stop being a Bitcoin maxi. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my business. I'm not your financial advisor. Thank the goodness, Lord God. Here's the deal. All of these ISOs are about to shoot to the moon. And if you ain't catching what I'm throwing at you, you got no business being on our channel. You need to get the heck out of here right now. See ya. Goodbye. Later. Everybody who's understands awesomeness and the truth of well-researched cryptos is over the target and has already purchased a number of these cryptos and is ready to have a massive explosion in their portfolio. By the way, it's not too late, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I would never tell you what to buy or sell. Never buy or sell those three because of what I say or do on the channel. Definitely don't play this episode back 3 years from now. So the question is, Anjax asks, how is, by the way, Art Caffeine says, but we can say we are diehard XRP fans. Yes, we certainly are. Some of us are also, and God bless, we're also XLM fans. We're also XDC fans, quite a few of us. We're also HBAR fans. Got some Chainlink fans in there. You got some Flare fans. A lot of fans, a lot of folks fans of Flare. A lot of folks are fans of Flare. A lot of Fs. It's a lot of F and Fs. A lot of F and folks are fans of Flare. How about that? We had one more. Now we got 4. Now we got 4 Fs. All right. We got a lot of F and Flare folks out there. Good for you. I'm being cranky because I only got some Flare. I missed the boat on the Flare. Why don't you stop missing the boat, Crypto Tank? XRP Dude 88 says, I like your caffeine mug, coffee mug. Yes, sir. Thank you much. I do too. It's the mushroom tea, but who cares? Yes, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid for sure. Drinking a big cup of XRP Kool-Aid. Got my peanut gallery in the back here at the studio making comments. Can't tell if they're good or bad. All I hear is ba in the back. And I don't know if she's saying, hey, you're messing up big time. You should be doing this, that, the other. Or she's saying, good job. You got a lot of people on. I don't know. I'm trying to hear what my studio is saying, but I can't hear. We could be saying your head's on fire. I think I would know, though. Anjax says, ICL pouty face. Phil Rivers came back. All right, look at I love me. Okay, come on. Let's have some fun on the channel. I'm saying go Broncos. That's my opinion. You got a bunch of WLFI fans, says Mick USMC. Hey, look it. Nothing wrong with World Liberty Financial, in my opinion. I think World Liberty Financial is just fine. There's room for a number of lanes in crypto. We want a number of competitors. I mean, come on, it's the Trump family. How can you go wrong? I mean, I'm not being funny either. Come on. These are solid business people in the world. Nothing wrong with Trump family putting out some crypto. I mean, come on. Relax. Be like, oh, Trump's putting out crypto. Who cares? Real World Asset Fan says, Art, wait, I know I'm missing comments. Hold on, Art. I'll get back to you. I'm missing comments on folks. This is my style here. I like to miss the comments here on folks. Not cool. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on, Hope. I'll get to you. I see you. Hold on. I see is in there, guys. Hold on. You know what works best? When I pull it up on my phone, because for some reason my comments don't want to refresh here on my my main. All right, so getting back to comments. Art Caffeine says, oh yeah, we're diehard XRP fans. Anjax says, Cheeky Crypto did a show on reporting that they can only hold 20 billion after it gets put into place. What are you talking about there? What you talking? Are you talking ETFs? Are you talking spots? What are you talking? Are you talking about spot ETFs? Real World Asset says, Art Caffeine, Real World Asset fans, XRP, XLM, XDC, Quant, HBAR, IOTA, and Flare. You know, that's one of, good point, Art. That's one of the key layers to this whole thing is the RWA layer that these guys are all ready and embedded with, including, but don't forget VeChain now. But the only thing is VeChain doesn't have, so by the way, 4 of these have BFT, Byzantine fault tolerance, which is what they're going to need, which is XRP, XLM, XDC, and HBAR. It's another key layer, or a key element, a key component. Art brings up a nice point, the real world asset layer with these ISOs, with these 8. There are others as well, although they're not ISOs, running RWAs as well. So let's not forget about VeChain now, child. All right, so there are others here as well. Running out of house stuff to sell, says Hope. Hilarious. So I can buy more XRP. Right on, child. Now, look, at any time I go try to purchase something, I say to myself, Tank, do you really need that, or is it more XRP? You got to look at that on the balance sheet now. Don't mess up, because anything bought now and other things too, like ICP. Anybody check out ICP and the buying price on ICP? Got me some mud water in my mud today, says Onjax. Good for you. Onjax says escrow. Oh, that's what you're talking, escrow. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Same 20 bill. And if this is true, guys, we're about to see a little liquidity shock on XRP, the likes of which hitherto which has not been seen in this world. Like that? Hitherto which? Hitherto which have not been seen. Cram, don't worry, you're not late. You showed up exactly when you wanted to. You're not late. We do want to try to be punctual, though, but not to this show. Don't worry. Now, I wouldn't say that if you were trying to show up to a job interview. Now, look, here's the deal. Let me go CEO on us for 2 seconds here. Now, look. Now, listen. Now, if you look and listen, you're going to really do well, because now you're going to glean everything with your eyes and your ears, right? So now look and now listen. Now, look, listen. Here's the deal. This guy's crazy. Yes, he is. He's crazy like a fox, because here's the dilly willies. When you look back at cryptocurrency market, going back to even just a little bit here, oh, I don't know. Let's go back a year on the dang thing. That's not a swear, right? Look at, she's at 2.42 trill back April, first week of April, 2025. She jumps all the way up to here to 4.2 trill. People like crypto's something. And then here, I guess it's a big dud nothing burger. See, that crypto's nothing. And in my opinion, we have only because this right here, wait, hang on, let me pull this up higher, because it's harder to see when it's down low. Okay, so this right here, let me circle it. I can't circle it, but let me keep circling my mouse around it. This right here, guys, is akin to this right here, which is akin to this right here, which is akin to this right here. Akin, and also akin to this right here. Just take the blocks and just take them on the timeline and look at where our next block is. It's looking more like around this zone here. See, we're in this zone here, coming right up. Coming right up very shortly. We're back up trying to get to 4 trill again. We're going to mid 3.3 to 3.6 trill or so, coming up super shortly. We're coming up on 3.3 to 3.5 trill very shortly. I'm going back to the full screen for it. You frickin' heard it here first, because this stuff's not brain surgery. We're going back to 3. Don't do it. At least do a Bill Clinton. We're going back to 3.3 to 3.5 trill coming up very shortly, and just a matter of weeks here to some months. Gonna give you a Bill Clinton on that one. I can't point, but I'm gonna tell you we're going back to 3.3 to 3. Very shortly coming up here. We may dip down just a hair more, but that's what's happening, and it doesn't take a genius in the markets to tell you that. Go ahead and take a look at the market and see for yourself. It doesn't take brain surgery to do this thing, guys. It's obvious stuff. Just take the crypto market and go back to the all. Well, it's easier to do it on the 1 year, like we just did. Just pop back and take a look at the structure. Just take a look at the pockets and what they're doing. Well, I mean, we could still fall below this support level and dip back down. So we could see another chunk be down below this level. That's for sure. We could see that. I'm not calling that. I'm calling we're on another uprise coming up over these next weeks. We're heading to 3.3 to 3.5 trill. The whole seesaw roller coaster ride is in effect. Trading sideways, having everybody say, now wait a minute, in this crypto, see, it was nothing. You all said this was something and it's nothing. Whoopsie. Let's get to comments. Cramp says, well, let's get back to, no, you're not late, don't worry. ICP current price, $3.18. You understand what people are talking about now when they're talking about ICP? It's down in the 40s or so. Where's ICP? Pull me ICP. Where are you? Give me some ICP at $3.19. I shouldn't have bought the crap out of it the other day at what? Yes, I should have. At, where was it? Honey, how many days ago? Shout them out whenever we know the answers. What was the ICP bought the other day? 5 days ago, right? 4 days ago. ICP, right. No worries, doesn't matter. ICP is at, yeah, I think it was. I want to tell you that it was about $3.40 or some such stuff, which is simply fine. Go back to your all chart on ICP. It got launched. It's awesome. No, it's not. That's dumb. That's not its price. No. Bull run comes. Yes, it really is something, though. Let's send her back to $80 or whatever, 80 something bucks. No, she's not really anything, and neither was the bull run. See, it's a nothing. And then all this time, never financial advice to be buying ICP. Then the people that she starts talking, people start seeing the fundamental, seeing the technicals on it, and seeing what it really is and does, and say, now wait a minute, it's not a nothing. This is kind of the future and what we've been looking for. Who wants? See? Oh, December 10th is when we bought on. Thanks, honey. Who wants to know about BitTensor, man? It's all about ICP, see? And then all the buying ops. Then ICP, people got went. So what about that ICP, right? And then now down again. So do you think ICP might be a wise purchase at $3.18? I don't know. That's up for you to answer that question. It was paper traded like crazy, so that's $7. A $750 all-time high. I'm not believing that. It's more like $2,000 or so. Paper trader. So no, I'm not buying that. ICP is a crazy purchase right now. That's my opinion. How about Pax Gold? I'm not going to get into that whole thing now. It's too late in the episode. I can't get into all that. Get into it in another episode. I need to get back to my comments because I am missing. Anjak says, the $20 billion clause is buried in the details of the Clarity Act. Cheeky said the other. Yeah, Cheeky Crypto is pretty good. I like Cheeky. I like me some Cheeky Crypto. There's a few nice folks to follow when it comes to crypto. I like me some Cheeky Crypto. And the others, I love me some Zach Rector, some digital asset investor. There's a few that I like. Forex statistics, I don't get no chance to watch anymore. The wife's like, you don't watch these guys. I'm like, man, I don't know how am I going to have time. I'm trying to do this channel. How am I going to watch these guys? Forex statistics trader. I just made my wife look bad again. She's like, no, stop making me look bad in here. Don't worry, my wife's awesome. Don't you worry. I just got few, less than 100. I think you're talking about ICP there. I'm never could be talking about XRP. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way. Mike Hilsian, welcome to the channel. Guys, if you're new to the channel, you better tap that. No. If you're new to the channel and you like it, please tap like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Nobody's selling XRP, says Mike Zillion. Mike Hilsian. This has not got to be the next biggest holder crypto next to Bitcoin. It is. And you will see that it will be the most as the world starts to see the truth about Bitcoin not really being a thing. Not really having a point. Not really doing anything in the world. Oh, it's a place to keep your money. Okay. ICP, when launched, hit over $2,000 in 2021. You betcha you know what, Cram, and I bet it was higher than that because I'm saying it was paper traded, and I'm saying it was way higher than that. Yes, it certainly is a sleeping giant. Hope Botanicals says, please support Hope Botanicals. I don't know. Hope, are you selling products there? I bet they're awesome. Please go check out Hope Botanicals if this is a product. It's looking like you got a small business there. I'm always trying to support our small business owners. Buy Quant or XRP? I am not a financial advisor. I am going to shout out as loud as I can right now. Hold on. Cram says, what do you think when Ripple becomes a bank? Coming up very shortly, by the way, as soon as the OCC approves this. What would that make XRP a currency, hence would that make XRP a currency, hence removing capital gains tax worldwide on XRP being a currency? That's a good question. I don't know. That'd be cool. It's a good question. Shouldn't be taxed anyway, right? You got the studios yelling. You got the studio going in the background, boy. Did you? Got studio yelling in the background at me now. Way to stir up the pot there. Krim. But yes, nice points. Nice points there, Krim. Krim. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not financially savvy enough. That totally makes sense, though, that would happen. By Quantum XRP says, Rearnick, you can say it, I can't. Yeah, Quant's the overledger. Hey guys, we have 8 videos coming out, an 8-video series on XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, Quant, and ADA. Your lovely 8 ISO gems. We have a video block coming out. We're actually shooting today for that puppy. And that's going to be fun. We've got an extended full shoot day. We'll have lunch in between, couple cocktails. Just kidding. We don't do that. We're going to have a nice full shoot day today with my production guy and buddy and brother on this planet. Love him. I have about the funnest day ahead of me. Guys, I hope you're enjoying what you're doing with your lives while we're waiting for crypto to go to the moon, because anybody who has put any, I can say, this is my opinion, anybody who's on this channel has put any kind of substantial-ish amount of money down on crypto, protected in a cold storage wallet, connected themselves with a broker like a Caleb and Brown or whatever, and isn't going to get it stuck trying to do an uphold or trying to do a Coinbase or a Kraken or any of these exchanges. This is my opinion. This has been my experience with these exchanges, although I use all of those exchanges. Okay, I'm here to say the truth. Okay, this is the truth that I spit. I use all those exchanges, and I love them for what they do. They have certain strengths. They, like anything else, have weaknesses as well. Getting on to them and jumping onto these exchanges when the cryptocurrency market is either tanking or shooting to the moon can prove to be a little bit of a feat, as you all have found out, because they crash. And then they come on later and they apologize. That's a fact. That's what they do. Okay, so Caleb and Brown is a little bit different. They're a crypto brokerage, and you get over with them, and not that you're not going to be using the other ones. They all have their purpose. Guys, these exchanges and using something like a crypto brokerage like a Caleb and Brown or whatever, or using different wallets. Let's say you got maybe a hot wallet here or there that you just have a little for your, degen trading purposes that you're using with Solana. It's not Solana, pal. It's Solana. Sorry. People from Boston say Solana too, I'm pretty sure. Put an R at the end. But anyway, Solana and some of these others, yeah, fine. Some people use a hot wallet. Some people want to use a more of a cold wallet solution. Some people want an in-between kind of wallet solution. Some people want to load up on Caleb and Brown and use their institutional grade custody Fireblocks protection crypto custody solution. Who knows? You use whatever you wish, but my point is we usually use a diversified mixed bag of, we usually purchase a mixed bag of crypto, diversified, right? Right. Our portfolio usually is a mixed bag. Gaming, DeFi, blah, 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 blah. Okay. We usually use a mishmash or a diversification of wallet storage, either some hot, some colds, blah, blah, blah. Don't we? Yes. We also use a mixture or diversify our platforms and exchanges we use. We'll all use some Uphold, some Kraken, some blah, 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 some Femex, some whatever, but we'll use, hopefully, some of us, some Caleb, which is a little bit different avenue or lane when it comes to these platforms online and purchasing and holding and selling your crypto. You got it? You starting to get this? So Caleb is a little bit different. I'm not trying to talk down either, by the way, because you guys do get this. I'm really driving this home so that people understand. And I'm going to tell you really because folks may have been getting on with Caleb, but I might not know, and that's fine. If you don't give us the credit, fine. We'll do just fine from our crypto portfolio. Don't worry. But if you want to go down and use our link down below, that's cool. They give us credit and you don't, right? So, but we've not been hearing a ton of activity from Caleb and Brown. Caleb and Brown, I always say just Caleb. It's Caleb and Brown. Is that it's coming over from Crypto Tank. We were just getting a little bit of traffic coming over. So it's telling me not a lot of people are doing, at least not through the Tankers channel, which is fine. If you're doing without the channel, God bless. Just at least do it for yourselves, please. Oh, boy, that's not financial advice either. That is my opinion, and I'm not a financial advisor. You must consult your registered investment advisor to see if these moves make sense for you, right? Right. And if you don't have one and it's Uncle Jimmy or something, or Aunt Sally as your financial advisor, or your mom or your dad who's on in years and really good with money, and you still consult them concerning your financial decisions and things, God bless. Or you got a financial RIA or registered investment advisor who works for Schwab or whatever, they don't come to your kitchen table anymore. That's old school, right? I'm dating myself when I say that, right? So you make your moves with your Schwab or your Jones or whomever. Bless you. Do your thing. Just be careful to understand that crypto is very risky. You could certainly play ball with it if you're in charge of your own self, kind of thing, right? You're never listening to me. If you need to consult your financial advisor, then please do that. Some of these coming up here are going to be showstoppers. Your XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, Quant, ADA. I don't think I missed any. Let's get back to some comments here. DAG is a sleeper too. It is. I saw DAG and I just had to stop buying at a certain point. I agree on Jax. DAG is a winner too. Cram says new PPL and number one, buy cold wallet directly from company number. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, interesting, Cram. I signed up with Caleb and Brown not too soon after they pulled out of Canada. Recon, I need to move. Reckon I need to move. LOL. No, you're okay. Look at Caleb Brown is coming out of Australia, and they are also tuned into the United States. They have offices here now as well. Please call their number at the bottom of their website, calebandbrown.com. When you do, you got to tell them that the tanker sent you over. They're awesome. They're super nice over there. Send an email if you need to. Check the hours. Just pulled their 14 hours ahead of us. They're in Cremorne, Australia, but they have offices here, so that might not be the case nowadays. When you call, you may be able to get through right away and have be on the same time zone. Rearnick says it's important to buy things that freeze your purchasing power and aren't eaten up by inflation. Definitely yes. Which is why, am I going to put, when we get our massive crypto bull run, do you think I'm just going to go cash out, putting everything into USD? No. Not a financial advisor. Why would I do that? I tell myself all the time in the mirror, you're not a financial advisor, and I confuse myself. Myself is like, what? I already know you're not. Why are you telling? What are you talking about? Yeah. It's weird when you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, you're brushing your teeth, and you're going, you're not a financial advisor. And I'm like, wait, no, you're not. Wait. It's confusing. Anyway. Yes, it is very important. We want to stave off inflation because really inflation, what they're saying is, now listen, I got to go CEO again. What they're saying with inflation is that it's like, 5% or something like that. What a load of horse pucky. Come on, it's not 5%. Okay. Oh boy, do we need to do this again? They're telling you right to our faces. Jerome Powell gets up there. My colleagues and I, our dual mandate goal to keep inflation at 3%, 3% and a robust job market, robust labor numbers. Okay, when he gets up there, he's telling you that. He's not telling you the real inflation numbers. You must please wake up, everybody. They are not the 5%, whatever he's saying, 3% to 4%, whatever. What a load of horse pucky. It's more like 14%, 15%. He's telling you right there that his inflation number is the core CPI number, consumer price index. Well, don't you know that core is not including energy or food? Geez, you think that might be a couple big metrics to not leave out? But they're leaving them out. So they're not including all your inflation with your food at the grocery store and everything with the gas prices and everything to eat your house. You getting it? Are you starting to understand what's going on? Now he'll tell you then that he's giving you supercore CPI numbers. Well, that doesn't include food. That doesn't include energy, nor does it include shelter, rent, mortgage. That's about probably like 60-something% of the average American monthly household bills. Inflation numbers not being included on that. So inflation's really more like 15, but they don't want me telling you this. You guys are all being fooled, except for a couple of few who know this. Now you know it. Boy, why would you come to this channel to get some stuff that you didn't realize? I didn't come up with it. I learned it on other YouTube channels. Listened to a bunch of Jared Salenti and a bunch of other guys. Brilliant guys that give the truth. You know. So, please don't be fooled by inflation. First of all, like what this individual is saying here, that I wouldn't go putting it all just into USD because of inflation. And then furthermore, please do not let this point be lost upon you, anybody, or myself, that these inflation numbers are not really the inflation that you actually experience with your actual money at the end of every month. I just explained to you why. Play the video back. See the truth in research. I've said nothing untrue. Your inflation is not what you think it is. It is higher. Please go research and see the truth. More is lost in cash than everybody is realizing. I'm saying it's closer to 9 or 10%. That literally every $100 put in the bank, $10 is lost. That's what I'm saying. Every $1,000 put in, 100 is gone. Yeah. Every $1 million put in, $100,000 bye-bye. You getting it? Am I getting it? I'm kind of saying that out loud to remind myself, like, this sounds like I'm talking down to you guys. I'm kind of saying that to remind myself. I'm like, Tank, you getting this? You remembering all this? Everybody's being bamboozled. Everybody thinks inflation's like 3-5%. It's not. Okay, that was important to cover all that. Go see the truth, by the way. I speak accurately on the channel. Go see the truth about what I just said about inflation. You really will not have your money being in cash. Well, they don't want you knowing the truth about this stuff now, do they? No, they don't. Tanker spit the truth, dog. What? Okay, he's a little crazy. I use Caleb and Brown. They are a great peace of mind, too, says Mick USMC. Rock and roll, go U.S. Marine Corps. Hey, I took the ASVAB back in the day. That was fun. Almost took my journey with the Marines. I got like a 100 or something. They were like, get out of here, kid. You're too dumb for us. No, I did okay. I didn't do it. Marty, you have to have $2,000 wired to Caleb if you want to buy there. Nice point. Thank you. So it's $500 minimum startup fee to actually start an account with Caleb. If you choose not to buy there, you want to just simply onload your crypto onto Caleb, you can certainly do that. And there's no fee to onload your crypto onto Caleb. Okay. But what Marnie is saying there makes a nice point. If you have to have $2,000 wired to Caleb and Brown if you actually want to buy at Caleb and Brown on the site. Okay. Nice point to make. It's a 3.5% fee, flat fee buy seller swap. Buy, sell, swap, 3.5%, period. That's your fee on Caleb. Canada. I love Canada, man. I think I'll be buying some land in Canada at some point. Meant as a minimum to clarify. Yes, thank you, Marnie. We got you. Caleb and Brown account says, Cram, opening minimum, none required, minimum trade size, portal, USD $500 per coin. Thank you, Cram, for clarifying. Thank you. Minimum trade side broker submitted USD $2,000 per coin. Thank you, Cram, for helping out. Guys, in this community, what we do is we help each other. So keep spitting out the knowledge. Thank you. And let me check my comments and make sure, because I know I'm missing folks in my comment section, because my comment section will not keep up fully. Rock on. Uphold does 6% cash back on your debit card if you do a direct deposit. Rock and roll. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things. Gotcha. Yeah, right on, Marnie. Thank you for your comments, Marnie. Guys, there are a lot of different avenues with crypto to play around with. You choose what is the best fit for you. As I've said a million times, I'm never a financial advisor here. I am simply an educator. We have some great videos coming up for you. We have 8 of them. Please check our long form. You caught us live, but if you tap our little bubble of ourselves, our little icon up at the top, you will see that you'll see our live video sections, but also our videos as well. So we have quite a few long form videos. Please check them out to educate yourselves if you're not already educated on the ways of the 8 ISO 20022 coins. And some of the others like VeChains and some others that we've mentioned, and also processes such as purchasing and how we do and how we hold on cold storage and we wait for our glory day in the sun with crypto when it shoots to the moon. Let me get back to some of these never financial advice. That's my opinion. Guys, I hope we're enjoying this Monday. Let me make sure I'm not missing more comments on you here. Readiness says support to buy things. Yes, we caught that one. Okay, good. I think we're caught up on comments. Don't forget to load up on Flare and XRP yield earning either, says Onjax. Nice points. Look at Onjax here on the channel. Myself personally, I don't do that. My buddies do. My buddies laugh at me and they say, wow, you know all this about crypto, tanker, and you don't mess around and make some money with the old XRP and take advantage of some of these programs. I just don't. That's me. I know I'm boring. God bless you guys. You want to play around with that. I don't think XRP will pop, says Krem, until silver hits over $100. And it doesn't seem to be stopping, just in my opinion. I don't think it's connected to silver's price, Krem. No offense at all. Doesn't have anything to do with silver at all. We don't care what silver does when it comes to XRP's price. XRP's price very kindly is tied into XRP's real world utility and usage on this planet. Then everybody would say, well, if that's the case, how come it didn't go up with the ETFs? Well, because of course they had major pools of ETFs already loaded before they started the ETF spot holding custody that they had to perform for everybody buying all these ETFs. And sooner or later, this is going to run out and they can't buy off the OTC, the over-the-counter desk, or the dark pools anymore, which is kind of like large whales and things like that. And Ripple's not selling anymore either. So I'll talk as quickly as I can to get this point across to tell you that there's a massive liquidity supply shock coming to XRP very shortly in Q1 and Q2 of 2026. Please keep your shorts on. Please keep your hats on. Please keep your glasses on and your eyes on, and please pay attention, and I hope you have an awesome day. Please tap like, subscribe, share this video. Please help us out if you don't mind. Helps us a great deal. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us on Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank, kicking it to you real, trying to be realist as we can here. Have a great Monday. Remember, it sets the tone for the whole week, so keep a great smile on your face today. And don't forget to take a deep breath. Okay, Schwartz, you got to take a breath once in a while. All right, have a great day. Love you guys. You know I love you. Have a great day. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Have a good one. Have a great week, too. See you in the morning, 7 a.m. Colorado time.